Hello students, welcome to this session. Now this is the fourth session in our SBI for your SBI preparation. Now first session lo మనం ఏం డిస్కస్ చేసాం చెప్పండి, questions based on row arrangement. Next one questions based on circular arrangement. Next one certain numbers. అవునా కదా? Now this is the fourth one, floors. Floors is very important because you will definitely have one set from these floors in your examination. Now here first 9 friends were there, live on 9 different floors of a building. ఇంకేమీ యాడ్ చేయలేదు. First we need to identify only who is staying on which floor. అంతే కదా? And it comes under first priority. కనుక ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీలో వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఎంత టైం తీసుకోవాలి? ఓన్లీ 1 minute. అండ్ వైల్ సాల్వింగ్ దిస్ వన్, మీరు సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు 1 minute పాజ్ పెట్టుకోండి అండ్ సాల్వ్ చేసి అప్పుడు మీకు కావాలనుకుంటే సొల్యూషన్ చూడండి. డన్. కనుక నేను ఇప్పుడు టైం ఏదైతే ప్రతి సెట్కి ఎంత టైం చెప్తున్నానో కరెక్ట్గా అంత టైంలో మీరు చేయగలుగుతున్నారా లేదా అక్కడ వీడియోని పాజ్ చేసుకొని దెన్ ట్రై టు వర్క్అవుట్ దట్. డన్. నౌ సార్ 9 persons ఫ్లోర్స్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి చెప్పండి? 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. ఆల్వేస్ రైట్ డౌన్ ద ఫ్లోర్స్ లైక్ దిస్. దెన్ but not necessarily the lowermost floor is number 1 and so on the topmost. We lives on one of the floors below floor number 4. One of the floor below floor but not on the lowermost floor. We ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? 4th floor కి కింద ఉండాలి కానీ ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ కాదు కనుక వి అయితే 3rd floor ఉండాలి లేకపోతే 2nd floor. And so many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Next one, 3 people between V and P. V కి P కి మధ్యలో సరిగ్గా ముగ్గురు. V కి P కి మధ్యలో సరిగ్గా ముగ్గురు. Done. And next one, only one person between P and T. T lives above P. Only one person between P and T. T lives above P. One person between T and P. T lives above. Q lives on an odd number floor immediately above S. Q odd number floor immediately above S. Odd number floor 9 7 5 3 1. Q first floor lo undakoodu, third lo undakoodu, 7 9. Hence Q is here, S is here. Now Q odd number floor 1 అయితే కుదరదు, 3 కుదరదు, ఇక్కడ ఉంటే S ఉండాలి, 5 7 కుదరదు, 9 కుదరదు. ఇక్కడ కూడా Q and S must be in the same order. And next one, 3 people live between Q and R. Q కి R కి మధ్యలో 1 2 3. R can be on the first one or 1 2 3. R cannot be here, R must be here. Q and R 1 2 3, R can be here or 1 2 3, R can be here. Second case లో మనకి R కి 2 different possibilities and R does not live on the topmost. R cannot be here, hence R must be here. In both the cases R must be on the ground floor. And next one, number of floors living above or equals to below X. R కన్నా పైన 8 members, below X 8 members. కనుక X ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి, not possible. This is ruled out. R ఇక్కడ ఉంది, X ఇక్కడ. And next one, only one person between X and W. W is here. Now tell me who is the person left over? U is the person left over. Now this is the final arrangement. Done. Now this is about first set and simple arrangement of these persons were given. కనుక ఇది మనకి ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ, లోయెస్ట్ డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్. Then coming to set number 2. Now in this set number 2, how many persons are there? 10 persons living in a building such as that has 5 floors. 5 floors ఉన్నాయి, 10 building, 10 flats. కనుక ఒక్కొక్క ఫ్లోర్ లో ఎన్ని ఉండాలి? 2 flats ఉండాలి. The ground floor is number 1 and so on. Again only arrangement is given and this also should take only 1 minute. ఎక్కువ టైం అయితే అవసరం లేదండి. And try to solve this one in with 1 minute or 1.5 minute gap లో చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. Just pause చేసుకోండి and try to solve this one, then go through the solution. Okay. Now I'm starting with this one, 5 4 3 2 and 1. 5 floors were there. Then how many flats were there? 2 flats in each of this one. Flat 1 is to the west of flat 2. అంతే కదా? Now this is first flat, second flat. Now in this case first flat, second flat. Then coming to condition number 1, A lives to the west of B means both lives on the same floor and so on. Only one floor is below A. Only one floor is below A means where should this A? A must be on the second floor. అంతే కదా? Now A is on the second. Z lives above the floor of A's floor. Z lives above the floor. Immediate అనే ఎక్కడ మనకి ఇవ్వలేదు. Z is above this A. Now Z is above this A. Z lives above this A floor. Immediately above the floor of A. Yes. Z is on the 3rd floor. A second floor, 3rd floor, Z. Then E lives to the west of Z. E is to the west of Z కాబట్టి E ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి, Z is here. E lives to the west of Z. And next one, B lives in an even number floor and even number flat. B even number floor, even number flat into second floor, second flat, fourth floor, fourth flat. And so many possibilities we have? Two different possibilities. కనుక B ఎక్కడైనా ఉండాలి or ఎక్కడైనా ఉండాలి. B second floor. Then E and Z. E and Z must be like this. అవునా కదా, two different possibilities E and Z. Hence B can be here, B can be here. ఇక్కడ B ఉంటే ఇక్కడ ఎవరు ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, A ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ A either in the first flat or in the second flat. F lives on an odd number floor but not in odd number flat. F odd number floor, even number flat. Odd number floor, even number flat. F can be here and odd number floor F can be here. Two different possibilities. ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ F first floor, second flat and third floor not possible, fifth floor, second flat. Two different possibilities. And D lives immediately above F. D lives immediately above F కాబట్టి F cannot be here. Hence where should this F? F must be here. And F is here. D is immediately above F. D is here. If D is here, A must be at this place. Now if F is here, F cannot be here. F ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి. F కి immediately above D ఉండాలి. Not possible. This is ruled out. Now we have left with this one, and both live in the same flat. C lives to the west of H. C is to the west of H. This is the only possibility we have. C is to the west of H. And G and C live on immediate floors. G and C immediate floors, G is here. Then who is the person left over here? I is the person left over. Done. This is the final arrangement we have. Now this is 5 floors, 2 flats. First set lo only 9 persons, 1 person in each flat. Ikkademo 5 floors, 2 flats were given. And next one, question number. ఇది ఎక్కువ మనకి 4 floors, 3 flats, లేకపోతే 5 floors, 2 flats. ఇది ఎక్కువ మనకి రిపీట్ అవుతున్న మోడల్. Then coming to the third one. Now in the third set, what is given here? And 6 persons were there. 3-story building with floors number 1, 2, 3 from bottom to top. Okay. కనుక ఎన్ని ఫ్లాట్స్ ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి, 3 ఫ్లాట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. Now 6 persons are living in 3-storied building. 3-storied building ఉంది. Now 3, 2 and 1. 6 persons were there. And each floor, how many flats were there? 3 flats were there. 3 floors లో 3 flats ఉంటే మొత్తం ఎన్ని ఫ్లాట్స్ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, 9 ఉండాలి. అవునా కదా, 9 ఉండాలి. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఓన్లీ 6 members ఉన్నారు. That means some of the flats are vacant. How many flats are vacant? 3 flats are vacant. Then coming to this information. With 3 floors, number 1 to bottom top, each floor has 3 flats labeled as 1, 2, 3 from west to east respectively. And next one, no 2 people live in the same flat. 1, this is 2 and this is 3. ఇక్కడ కూడా 1, 2 and 3 from west to east respectively. Then R lives on a floor immediately above you. R lives on a floor immediately above you. You who lives in a flat adjacent. Adjacent అంటే immediate left or immediate right, immediate above or immediate below. Clear? ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చాలా క్లియర్గా ఇచ్చాడు. R lives on a floor immediately above you. R is immediately above this you. Immediately above this you. You who lives adjacent to a flat. Flat to D. U is adjacent to D. కనుక D ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. క్లియర్? అడ్జసెంట్ అంటే లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ ఆర్ రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్, టాప్ ఆర్ బాటమ్. Now this is the possibility we have for this. And next one, U and D are adjacent to each other. And next one, even number flat. One flat on each floor is vacant. One flat in each floor is vacant. And D lives in flat 1 in the lowermost floor. Now lowermost floor, D lives in flat 1. This is D, here it is fixed. And next one, lowermost. S who is not adjacent to D. S is not adjacent to D and S cannot be here. Cannot be here. Above right hand side. S who is not adjacent to D lives in a flat that is adjacent to N's flat. Okay. Now who are the persons here? S and N are adjacent to each other. ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు. S and N are adjacent to each other. S who is not adjacent to D. S cannot be in these two places. And next one, adjacent to N's floor. K and N live on the same odd numbered floor, but their flats are not adjacent to each other. K and N same odd number floor. అంటే K and N ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఛాన్స్ లేదు, isn't it? ఇక్కడ ఉందనుకోండి, all the 3 are occupied. One flat in each of the floor is vacant అన్నాం, కనుక K and N ఇక్కడ ఉండకూడదు. ఇక్కడ ఉండకూడదు. హెన్స్ K and N. K ఇక్కడ ఉంటే N ఇక్కడ, K ఇక్కడ ఉంటే N ఇక్కడ. Now this is the vacant one. Then if this is the vacant, R lives on an even number floor, isn't it? Immediately above you. Immediately above you అంటే R ఎక్కడ రావాలి చెప్పండి? R must be here. Then if R is here, then what is left over here? U is left over. U and D are adjacent to each other. Then S and N. S and N are adjacent to each other అన్నాం. S and N are adjacent to each other. ఇలా అయినా ఉండాలి, ఇలా అయినా ఉండాలి. Now D lives in a flat that is adjacent to N's flat. D and N are adjacent to each other. And D lives in a flat that is adjacent to N's flat. Okay. S, who is not adjacent to D, lives in a flat that is adjacent to N's flat. S is adjacent to N's flat. And next one, K and N live in the same odd number floor, but their flats are not adjacent to each other. Now this is what the information given. Now with the help of this information, చెప్పండి. ఇంకా R lives on a floor immediately above you, and U lives adjacent to D, isn't it? R lives on an even number flat, and one flat in each other floor is vacant. D lives in flat 1 lowermost. S, who is not adjacent to D. S, who is not adjacent to D. కనుక S cannot be here. As S cannot be here, S must be here. S and N are adjacent. కనుక N will be here. If N is here, K will be here. Then now one floor in each of this one is vacant కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఒక vacant ఉంది, ఇక్కడ ఒక vacant ఉంది. This is the final arrangement. Done with this? ఇందులో మనం కవర్ చేసింది ఏంటి చెప్పండి? 3 vacant flats were there. ఆ 3 vacant flats గురించి డిస్కస్ చేసాం. Now this is 3 into 3. Then set number 4. Now in this set number 4, what is information given here? There are 12 persons and live on 4 different floors from 1 to 4. 4 different floors from 1 to 4, and now your information is large, and at the same time మొత్తం 12 members ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి now 1.5 time. 1.5 minute is the time allotted to this one. Okay. Now please pause your video for 1.5 minute. Try to solve this one in that stipulated time for 1.5 minute. Then check out the solution. అందుకే ప్రతి సెట్కి మీకు టైం లిమిట్ చెప్పేస్తున్నాం. ఆ డిఫికల్టీ లెవెల్ ప్రకారం మనం టైం లిమిట్. Then now here, how many floors are there? There are exactly 4 floors. 12 persons and different floors from 1 to 4. Hence 4, 3, 2, 1. And 12 persons in each of this one. How many flats were there? 3 flats were there. Flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. Flat 1, flat 2 and flat 3. Here again, flat 1, flat 2 and flat 3. 3 flats were there. And next one. From west to east, such that flat 1 is and so on, second floor and above their flats. Now, sir, information started from here only. H lives immediately above I. Where is H? H is immediately above I and that means H and I must be together. H and I must be together. H is immediately above this I. And next one person lives between S and P. P who lives to the south of S. One person between S and P. P to the south of this one. One person lives between S and P. P who lives to the south of S. L lives on an even number floor but not an even number flat. This is crucial information. L even number floor and the second floor or fourth floor, but not an even number flat. That means odd number flat. Hence, who is this person? L can be here or L can be here. Then L manaki second floor, first floor avvachu, లేకపోతే సెకండ్ ఫ్లోర్ ఫోర్త్ ఫ్లోర్ థర్డ్ ఫ్లోర్ అవ్వచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఫోర్త్ ఫ్లోర్ ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లాట్, ఫోర్త్ ఫ్లోర్ థర్డ్ ఫ్లాట్. అండ్ సో n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ వర్ దేర్. 4 పాసిబిలిటీస్ వస్తాయి. ఎల్ ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు, ఇక్కడ ఉండొచ్చు. Then but not an even number flat. O lives to the south of S. O lives to the southwest of S. S దగ్గర నుంచి తీసుకుంటే O is to the southwest. O is to the southwest of S. N does not live in any one of flat 3. N cannot be in flat number 3. N is not on flat number 3. And next one, I does not live immediately above K. I does not live immediately above K. Hence K cannot be here. I does not live immediately above K. J lives northeast to N. J is to the northeast to N అంటే N ఎక్కడ ఉంటాయి? This is north and east to northeast. J is to the northeast of N. N lives in northeast direction with respect to K. N is north with respect to k. ఇక్కడ చూడండి n is north west to k. కనుక మనకి KNJ ఏ ఆర్డర్లో ఉండాలి చెప్పండి, KNJ. Now KN and J. Then Kకి నార్త్ ఈస్ట్లో n ఉండాలి, Nకి నార్త్ ఈస్ట్లో J ఉండాలి. కనుక దీస్ 3 persons must be like this. Done with this one. ఇక్కడ మనకు ఒక క్లూ దొరికింది. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ S and O, S and P. Sకి Pకి మధ్యలో సరిగ్గా ఒకరు ఉండాలి. కనుక S and P ఇలా అవ్వచ్చు, ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు. There are 2 different possibilities to this S and P. And next one. R does not live on any of the flat number 1 but lives immediately west of S. R flat number 1 లో లేడు కానీ but is to the immediate left of S అన్నాం. Immediate left of S అంటే R and S must be like this. ఈ R and S must be like this. R and S ఇక్కడైనా ఉండాలి, ఇక్కడైనా ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఛాన్స్ లేదు. ఎందుకు చెప్పండి, Sకి సౌత్ వెస్ట్లో O ఉండాలి. Hence R and S cannot be here. R is here, S is here. S ఇక్కడ ఉంటే Sకి సౌత్ వెస్ట్లో ఎవరు ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి, O. O can be at this place or O can be here. ఈ రెండు కూడా మనకి సౌత్ వెస్ట్ వస్తాయి, isn't it? And O. And next one. R does not live on any one of the flat 1 but lives immediately west of S. One person lives between O and M. One person between O and M. M who lives to the south of O. M is to the south of O కాబట్టి O cannot be here. Hence O is here. M is to the south of O. One person between O and M. Then who is the other person left over? H and I must be adjacent to each other. H and I are adjacent. H is here. I is here. Then what is the other element left over here? R and S. R and S అయిపోయింది. S and O, H and I. S ki P ki మధ్యలో there is exactly one person. P is here. If P is here, then who is the other person left over? Q is the person left over. Done. This is the final arrangement, and this is the reason we have allotted 1.5 minutes to this one. A little bit difficult when compared with the previous set. Okay, comfortable 1.5 minutes lo cheyochu. Please practice in the same way. Done with this. This is about set number 4. Then next one, set number 5. Now in this set number 5, what is information we have here? And 12 persons, 4 floors, which has 3 flats similar to the previous one. And again tell me how much time required. Again 1.5 minutes. Yes, video pause చేయండి, 1.5 time తీసుకోండి, ఇది సాల్వ్ చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి విత్ ఇన్ దట్ 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒక్కసారి మళ్ళీ సొల్యూషన్ చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ప్రతి సెట్కి మనం చేయవలసింది అది. దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ యూ నీడ్ టు ప్రాక్టీస్ ఆన్ దిస్ డే ఫర్ టుమారోస్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్. Done. Now here. Now in this one, how many were there? 4 flats were there. Again the same. 4, 3, 2 and 1. 4 floors. On each floor, how many flats were there? There are some 3 flats are there on each of these floors. 3 flats on each of this one. Now this is flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. And again 1, 2 and 3. Flat 1, flat 2, flat 3. Then first one, A lives to the west of B means both on the and so on. V lives on the second floor, and now this is the information given. V lives on second floor, flat number 3. Definite information. Second floor, flat number 3. V is here. V lives on second floor, flat number 3. And next one, only one floor is in between V and J, and both are living in the same. V and J only one person, hence J must be here. V and J only one person. And next one, L and J live in the same floor but not adjacent. L and J same floor but not adjacent. And next one, there are 2 floors between L and O. L ekkada unnadu kabatti 2 floors, hence O must be on the ground floor, first floor. O who live in an even number flat, hence O must be here. First floor, second flat. O must be at this place. And next one, O lives immediately below H. H who lives to the east of M. O lives immediately below H. H is to the east of M. M H V. And next one, and I and V live on immediate floors and both are living in the same. I and V immediate floors and both are living in the same. Hence I ekkadaina undochu, ekkadaina undochu. Isn't it? I and V immediate floors and both are living in the same. And next one, and both are living in the same, I and V. Then what is the next information? And both are living in the same flats. O and I do not live in the same floor. O and I do not live, hence I is here. O and I do not live in the same floor, isn't it? Hence I is at this place. If I is here, inka information em cheppandi, O and I do not live. I and V live in the same immediate floors. I and V immediate floors. and O and I do not live in the same floor. And next one, X lives to the southwest of I. X is to the south and west. X is here. X is to the southwest of I. N lives 2 floors above X. 1, 2. 2 floors above X means N is here. N is 2 floors above I. And both are living in different flats. Hence, N is 2 floors above. N is 2 floors above X. Hence, N cannot be in the same flat. Hence, N is here. Cannot be in the same flat. And next one, K lives below W. W is to the west of I. Now W is to the west of I, isn't it? Then whatever this K, now W is to the west of I, and at the same time K is here, K is below W. Then who is the person left over here? G is the person left over, G is here. Now this is about set number 5. Now 12 persons, 4 floors and 3 flats in each of this one. And this is again when compared with the previous sets a little bit difficult. More information is there. 12 flats on agabati 1.5 time is this worth 1.5 minute. Next one, set number 6. Shall we start with this one, set number 6? Ikkada chuddam. What is there in this one? 6 persons are living in a 4 floors building which has 2 flats. 6 persons on a 4 floor building. 4 floor building and 2 flats were there. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 flats were there in each 4 floors. 2 flats are there in each of this floor. And 2 flats were there in each of this one. Now flat 1 and flat 2. Now this is flat 1 and this is flat 2. Now flat 1 and flat 2. Only 6 persons were there, but there are 8 flats. Hence 2 of the flats are vacant. ఇప్పుడు vacant ఉంది కాబట్టి let us take 1.5 minute to this one as well. Okay? And V lives immediately above X. X who lives on an odd number floor and both are living in the same. Now V lives immediately above X. V is whatever this V is immediately above this X. And at the same time, X who lives on an odd number floor. X is living on an odd number floor. X lives on an odd number floor and both are living in the same flat. X odd number floor got X and V. Or what is the next possibility we have? X and V. Done 2 different possibilities. And next one, there is only 1 floor between X and the vacant flat. X ki vacant flat ki majlo enno unnai cheppandi. There is exactly 1. Hence this is vacant. Okay? There is only 1 floor between X and the X ki vacant ki majlo 1 floor ante ikkada X undi kabatti here it must be vacant. X ki vacant ki majlo 1. Ikkada manaki X ki vacant ki majlo enno unnai cheppandi. X ki vacant ki majlo 1 floor ante vacant must be here. Kanuka vacant anedi ikkadaina undachu ikkadaina. Ikkada vacant anedi ikkadaina undachu ikkadaina undachu. 2 different possibilities. Then no one lives to the east of vacant flats. Vacant flat ki east evaru undatledu. Kanuka this must be vacant. Ikkada manaki this must be vacant. No one is to the east of vacant flats. No one is to the east of vacant flats. Mottham enni flats unnayi cheppandi? 8 flats. 6 persons unnaru kabatti 2 flats vacant undaలి. Kanuka ee రెండిట్లో ఇది vacant ఉండాలి. రెండు vacant ఉండాలి. Because no one is to the east. ఇటు పక్క ఎవరైనా vacant flat ఉంటే some of them are east కుంటున్నారు. ఇందులో ఈ మూడిట్లో మళ్ళీ ఏదో ఒకటి vacant రావాలి. Done. And 1 floor between, no one lives to the east of vacant flats. 1 floor between Z and V. Z ki V ki majlo 1 floor. Z and V, how many floors were there? There is exactly 1. Kanuka Z must be here. Ikkadaina undachu ikkadaina. Z ki V ki majlo 1 floor kabatti Z is here. 1 floor between Z and V. And Z lives above V. Z is above V. Now here Z is below V. Hence this is ruled out. Now Z is above V but not in the same flat. And Z cannot be here. Hence Z is here. Z lives above V. And Z lives above V but not in the same flat and lives with you. Z lives with you with you on the same floor. Z and you are together on the same floor. Only one person lives on the floor number 1. Floor number 1 lo okare unnaru. Kanuka this must be vacant. Floor number 1 there is only 1 and this is vacant. Hence 2 more persons were there. W lives 2 floors below you. 2 floors below this is W. Then who is the person left over here? And V is the V and Y is the person left over. Clear? Now this is the final arrangement. Now in this one there are 2 vacant floors. Vacant on the gut could be complicated. Hence it is 1.5 and 1.5 minute is an ample time to this one. ఈజీగా చేయొచ్చు 1.5 minute. Then clear? Then set number 7. Now in this set number 7, tell me what is happening here. There are 7 persons who live in a building have 3 floors such that the ground floor is number 1 and 3 floors 3 flats ఉన్నాయి కనుక 9 లో మళ్ళీ 7 ఉన్నారు అంటే 2 vacant were there, isn't it? No, not less than 2 people in the same. No, this is almost similar to the previous one. ఇంతకు ముందు దాంట్లో మనకి 2 only 6 persons. ఇది కొద్దిగా దాని మీద కొద్దిగా డిఫికల్టీ. Done. 7 persons ఉన్నారు, 9 floors ఉన్నాయి. Then now set number 7. How to draw the diagram here? 3 floors were there, 7 persons, 3 floors. Now 3, 2, 1 and again floors 1, 2 and 3 are the 3 floors. ఇక్కడ మళ్ళీ మనకి 1, 2 and 3 are the 3 floors. And A lives on an even number flat and an uneven number floor. A even number flat, even number floor and ఎక్కడ చెప్పండి second floor, even second flat. A must be at the second floor, second flat. And but not on the same floor on which C lives. Hence C cannot be on the second floor. C can be either on the third or on the first floor. D lives immediately west of K. D is to the immediate west of K అన్నారు. Immediate west of K means exactly like this. D and K must be together. D and K, D and K, D and K, D and K. 4 different possibilities. And A lives below the floor on which H lives, but not in the same. And A lives below H and H is here, isn't it? H can be either at this place or H can be here, but not in the same flat. But not in the same flat. C does not live in the same flat as D. C does not live in the same flat as D, isn't it? Now C and D were not living in the same flat. C does not live in the same flat as D. Same flat number. Only one person lives in a flat. 2 other flats are vacant. Only one floor is between R and K, but both live in the same flat number. R and K only one and both are living in the same flat number. R and K ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు, ఇలాగైనా ఉండొచ్చు, isn't it? R and K. And R and K, R and K, R and K, R and K. Now K కి immediately left hand side ఎవరు ఉండాలి చెప్పండి D. కనుక R and K ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఛాన్స్ లేదు. కనుక R and K ఇక్కడ ఉంటే D ఇక్కడ, R and K ఇక్కడ ఉంటే D ఇక్కడ. Then Y and D do not live in the same floor. Y and D they are not living in the same floor. And next one, Y and D do not live. H does not live in the same flat as C. And now H and C were not living in the same flat. H and C are not living in the same flat. The next one. And C is not living along with D and C is not living along with H. Now C D తో గాని H తో గాని లేడు. And next one. No one lives to the east of R. R కి east లో ఇంకెవరూ లేరు, isn't it? No one lives to the east of R. Hence where should this R? R can be here or R can be here. Now R ఇక్కడ ఉంటే then now there are 2 different possibilities. No one is to the east of R. ఇక్కడ R ఉంటే ఇది vacant. ఇక్కడ R ఉంటే ఇటు పక్క vacant ఉంది. Now let us take R is here. Now this is vacant. If R is here, K will be here. This is one such possibility. అవునా కదా? R and K. Then next one, what is the other possibility we have? And A at this place and R and K, no one is to this one. No one is like this. Now ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏమైపోయింది చెప్పండి, this is a vacant. As this is a vacant one, hence we cannot have R at this place. Done. And next one. ఇప్పుడు R and K ఇక్కడ మనకు వచ్చాడు, K ఇక్కడ వచ్చాడు కాబట్టి K కి immediate left hand side అని చెప్పండి D. Now this has been done. D and C are not living in the same. D and C are not living in the same. C cannot be here and C cannot be here. And where should this C? C must be here. DKC. Now C and D were not living. Now H must be here. H ikkadena undali, ikkadena undali. Ikkada unde chance ledu kabatti H will be here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 members were done. Inka enni manaki vacant unnayi cheppandi? One more vacant is there. And Y. Y and D do not live in the same floor. D ikkada unnadu kabatti same floor lo Y ikkada ledu, isn't it? Y and D do not live in the same floor. H does not live in the same flat as C. H cannot be here. H must be here. Y lives immediately above C. Y is immediately above C. Hence Y is here. If Y is here, then this is the vacant flat we have. Then నో ఈసారి ఎక్కువ మనం వేకెంట్ ఫ్లాట్ మీద కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేసాం ఎందుకంటే మీరు ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకునేది వేకెంట్ దగ్గర కాబట్టి. Done with this? Now this is about set number 7. Then next one, set number 8. Now in this one 12 members were there and 3 floors. Ground floor is number 1 and so on. ఇక్కడ మనకి 4 flats ఇస్తున్నాం. 3 floors but 4 flats, isn't it? Then this is also around 1.5 minute to at the most 2 minutes. 2 minutes వరకు తీసుకోండి. కుదిరితే 1.5 minute లో చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి, లేకపోతే ఇంకో హాఫ్ మినిట్ తీసుకోండి. 2 minutes is comfortable. Okay, now pause your time, pause the video and start. 2 minutes, 1.5 minute తీసుకోండి. A lives to the west of B, B means and so on. First diagram, what is the diagram we have for this? 8th one, now 3 floors, only 3 floors were there, 3, 2 and 1, 3 floors. And how many flats? 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 flats. And next one here again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 flats were there. Done? Then first one, flat 1 is to the west of flat 2 and so on. A lives to the west of B means both lives in the same floor and so on. Y lives on an even number floor but not an even number flat. Now coming to this Y. Y ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి? Even numbered flat. Y lives on an even number floor అంటే second floor but not on an even number flat. కనుక Y ఎక్కడ ఉన్నారు చెప్పండి? Either on the first flat or on the third flat. Then Y in these two. Y and V live in the same. Y and V lives in the same flat. Y ఇక్కడ first flat కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ V here. Y ఇక్కడ కాబట్టి V must be at this place. Y and V are in the same. And next one. One flat is between V and R and both live in the same floor. One flat between Y and V and R both live in the same. V కి R కి మధ్యలో one floor. Both live in the same floor. V ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి R will be here. Both in the same. R and V or V and R. And next one. X lives immediately above R. X is immediately above R అంటున్నాం. X is immediately above R. ఇక్కడ కూడా X is immediately above this R. X is immediately above this R. As X is immediately above this R, X is. ఇక్కడ V, ఇక్కడ R ఉంటే ఇక్కడ X. ఇక్కడ V, R ఇక్కడ వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ లేదు. Hence what is the possibility we have? V, R and X is immediately above this one. ఇక్కడ మనకి చూడండి. Now this is R, V, X ఉండే ఛాన్స్ లేదు. Hence this is R and this is V and now this is X. R, X and V. Done? And next one. And both live in, X lives immediately above R, X is immediately above R and both live in the same flat. Number of floors above R is same as below T. Above R, ఎన్ని floors ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి? 2. Below T there must be 2. కనుక T ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి. Above this R 2, below this T there are 2. Number of floors above R is same as below T. T who lives on an even number flat. T lives on an even number flat. T even number flat కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఎక్కడ ఉండాలి చెప్పండి? T can be either here or here. ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి T అయితే ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి, లేకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఉండాలి. There are 2 different possibilities. And P lives immediately east of T. P is to the east of T కాబట్టి P cannot be here. కనుక T at this place, P is here. Now ఇక్కడ కూడా మనకి T at this place, P is here. Done with this? Because P is to the immediate east of T. Q's flat and floor number is same. Floor and flat is one and same. First floor, first flat, second floor, second flat, third floor, third flat. Who is that person? Q. Now Q cannot be here, Q cannot be here, hence Q must be here. ఇక్కడ కూడా Q ఎక్కడ ఉండడు కాబట్టి Q must be here. And next one. Q and W live on the same floor. Q and W lives on the same floor, W is here. Q and W lives in the same floor, W is here. And U lives above W but not in the same flat. U is above W but not in the same flat. U is above W but not in the same flat. R and S do not live on the same floor. S cannot be here, S is here. R and S do not live in the same floor, S is here. And next one, number of flats to the west to y is same as east to n. West to y is same as east to n. West to y 0 and east to n 0. West to y 2, east to n 2. And S and N does not live in the same flat. Now S and N, they are not living in the same flat. ఇక్కడ మనకు చూడండి S and N are living in the same flat. Hence this is ruled out. Now we were left with this one. With the help of the last information, ఒక కేసు ఇన్వాలిడ్ అయింది. లేదు మీరు దీంతోనే మొదలు పెట్టారు అనుకోండి, అప్పటికి ఇది ఇన్వాలిడ్ అయిపోయింది. అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారు మళ్ళీ? ఈ కేసు ఉందో లేదో మనకు ఆ టైంలో తెలియదు. ఇక్కడే మనం ఏదైనా తప్పు చేసాం నుంచి 3-4 సార్లు ట్రై చేస్తాం. అందుకే ఎప్పుడు పాసిబిలిటీస్ తీసుకోండి. పాసిబిలిటీస్ తీసుకుంటే మనకి ఇది అని చెప్పండి అడ్వాంటేజ్. ఇది లేకపోతే ఇది డెఫినెట్గా ఉందని మనకి వెంటనే అయిపోతుంది, ఇంకోసారి చేయవలసిన పని ఉండదు. దెన్ టెల్ మీ హూ ఇస్ ద పర్సన్ లెఫ్ట్ అవుట్ హియర్. వన్ మోర్ person that is O is the person left out. Clear? Now this is about set number 8 and 2 minutes time for this one. Then finally set number 9. Now in this set number 9, 6 people live on 6 different floors of a story building and 6 floors and only next one, each one of them is of different age. ఒక పారామీటర్ యాడ్ అయింది. ఫ్లోర్స్ పర్సన్ మనం యాడ్ చేయాలి, అరేంజ్ చేయాలి, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ వాళ్ళ ఏజెస్ కూడా ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలి. అవునా కదా? కనుక మనకి 2 పారామీటర్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి 2 minutes is the time to this one. ఓకే, కొద్దిగా లెవెల్ ఆఫ్ డిఫికల్టీ పెరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి కంఫర్టబుల్లీ 2 minutes. అండ్ కొంతమంది ఏంటంటే 1.5 minute కూడా చేసే ఛాన్స్ అయితే ఉంది దీనికి. దెన్ అగైన్ వీడియోని మనకి 2 minutes పాజ్ పెట్టుకోండి అండ్ ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ 2 minutes లోపు చేయడానికి ట్రై చేయండి. 2 minutes అయితే 81st దాటొద్దు. దెన్ హౌ మెనీ ఫ్లోర్స్ వర్ దేర్? 6 floors. Now 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we need to identify the person who is staying on which floor and the age of those persons. Then coming to condition number 1. Now in this condition number 1, each one of the floor is of different age. Y lives on an even number floor on one of the floors above the floor number 3. Y even number floor, one of the floors above 3. కనుక అయితే 4 అవ్వాలి లేకపోతే 6 అవ్వాలి. అయితే Y అనేవాడు 4th floor లో ఉండొచ్చు, 6th floor. And next one, and only 2 people. Only 2 people live between Y and 27-year-old. Y ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి 27-year-old must be on the ground floor. ఇక్కడ Y ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి 2 persons between these two, 27-year-old 3rd floor. And next one, X lives on a floor immediately above 27. X is immediately above 27, X is immediately above 27. And next one, only 2 people live between X and W. X ki W ki 2 people, W is here, 1, 2, W is here. Only 2 people between X and W. And next one, as many people live above W as below 34-year-old. W పైన ఎంతమంది? ఒకడు. 34-year-old కిందన ఒకడు. ఇక W పైన 5గురు, 34 కింద 5గురు. Hence Y is 34 in this case. And next one, only 3 people between 34 and 42. 34 ki 42 ki మధ్యలో 3 persons. 34 ki 42 మధ్యలో 3 persons. 34 and 42. And no one lives between U and 42. U ki 42 మధ్యలో ఎవరు లేరు. ఇక్కడ 42 ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ U ki 42 మధ్యలో ఎవరు లేరంటే both these 2 persons must be adjacent to each other. పక్క పక్కన ఉన్నారు. ఇక్కడ U వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ లేదు కదా, this is ruled out. 42 and U, there is no person between these two. సరిపోయింది కదండి. And Z lives on one of the floors above V. Z is on one of the floors above V, Z and V. And next one, sum of the present ages of Z and V is 74. Z ki V ki 74 అంటే ఇది 42 ఉంది. 42 ఉందంటే ఇది ఎంత రావాలి చెప్పండి? 32. Sum of these two is sum is 74. And next one, only one person lives between V and 47. V ki 47 కి మధ్యలో one person కాబట్టి this person must be 47. And one of the given people is 50 years, W is 15 years. Done? Now, though there is a parameter, కానీ మనకి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది చెప్పిన at the most 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes లో ఆరాంగా మనం కంప్లీట్ చేయొచ్చు. Clear? Now these are the different models in your floor arrangement. Before going to the examination, please try to solve these questions. మనకు ఆన్ అండ్ యావరేజ్ ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది చెప్పండి? 9 sets ఉన్నాయి. ఫస్ట్ కొన్ని సెట్స్ 1 minute ఉన్నాయి, నెక్స్ట్ చాలా సెట్స్ 1.5 minute ఉంది, ఇంకోటి ఏమో 2 minutes. కనుక ఆన్ అండ్ యావరేజ్ మనం 1.5 minute కూడా తీసుకుంటే 9 and 1.5, 13 to 15 minutes లో మనకి 9 sets చేసుకోవాలి. కనుక మీరు ఏదైనా టార్గెట్ పెట్టి 9 sets చేయాలనుకుంటే 13 minutes లో అవుతున్నాయో లేదో చేసుకోండి. క్లియర్? 13 minutes లో అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే యూ విల్ బి ఆన్ పార్ విత్ ఆల్ ద రిమైనింగ్ స్టూడెంట్. టాప్ క్రీమీ లేయర్లో ఉంటారు. అండ్ 15 minutes ఈజ్ ఓకే. 15 minutes కానీ దాటుతుంది అనుకుంటే మీరు స్పీడ్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉంది, ఇంకొకసారి చెక్ చేసుకోండి. డన్? Hope everyone followed this one. Thank you for your participation. Next session లో నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళీ ఆల్ దీస్ ఏజెస్, నెక్స్ట్ వన్ బాక్సెస్, మంత్స్, డేట్స్ ఇవన్నీ కలిపి ఒక వీడియోలో వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ప్లీజ్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్. Next one will be combination of all those models. Thank you one and all.